Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Life of Pre. I'm heading out this morning a little later than I had wanted, but I was tired, right? And so I slept in. It's been a long week, lots happened. And so right now I'm going to head into lab to pick up the lab van and then head out to the field to harvest a few more plants. And then I'm done with the field. I'll come back and finish some PCRs, finish the sequencing that I need to do, or send it off for sequencing. And yeah, hopefully finish all the spikelet number per spike counting and grain number for the last experiment I have. So yeah, my goal is to get it all done today. So tomorrow morning I can finish up any last tidbits maybe, and then pack and not be stressed. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So I walk into lab today, and the first thing I notice is there is a pile of stuff, and I literally thought it just said free trash. I didn't see the ore in there. Oops. Okay, last time in the field for this season. The way we call seasons is by the end year, so this would be field season 21, right? Because it ends in 2021, even though we plant in 2020, right? Yeah. They're looking around. They still haven't harvested these yield plots yet, but the triticale, which is on the other side, that's almost completely harvested. And the experimental rows that I've been working in, you can tell only a few of the rows kind of get selected, which to be harvested. We don't harvest the entire experimental plots or rows, because usually you only need to continue some of the seed, and it's just a lot of work to get everything. So yeah, I think today I'm collecting 59 plants. There's 8 plants that I need specifically because they're recombinants for next year. However, to make sure that I actually get the plants and don't make a harvesting error, I collect the entire row. And I also want to make sure I have at least a few of each genotype, like Chronos, full Gretto, and a full Het. And I want about 3 of those. So it ends up being 59 plants when you take all of that into consideration. But 59 is a lot less than 2,500. So yeah, let's get to it. Phew, okay, it's noon. I'm almost done. This is taking a bit longer than I thought. I'm over halfway. And the reason it's taking so long is because I'm in my recombinant section of the field, and I did tie these up initially, but after the first couple high winds came through, the cords were breaking, and I didn't retie it because it wasn't my most important section. But it just makes it hard now because the plants are leaning on each other pretty badly. Let me show you. So yeah, and over here. Now the good news is because they were tied up, they fell. When they fell, they still fell in the rows. So I'm able to come in here. We'll use this one for an example, right? And I can still figure out, okay, here's this row, and I can still distinguish where each, come down here and figure out, okay, here's plant 1, here's plant 2, and then I separate each plant from each other and able to collect the spikes on top. But it just takes a while, and it's 90 degrees, maybe hotter now. So maybe I'll come back tomorrow to do the other bit. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I kind of feel like the universe has it out for me right now, in a way. First my car, then a concussion, and the bike, and now I'm okay, you know what? Let's push through. Let's push through and harvest the rest. It'll take an hour. Of course, the plants I need to harvest are the ones that got ran over by the tractor, which I am still able to salvage these guys. Luckily, they're on the left side of the field, which wasn't hit as badly. But really, out of all the places in the field where I needed, these plants to be, they're on the edges where the tractor hit. Okay, that is 12:40. Finally got everything harvested. I have my 8 recombinants and the rows they were in, and a little bit extra, just in case. Yeah, so field season is done. I am so glad, and it is time to get some lunch and drink a lot of water, and probably get a Gatorade. Some electrolytes are probably good. So, yeah. And once in lab with the wonderful AC, it is time to prepare the DNA from yesterday, from the gel extract, for DNA sequencing. And it's a pretty simple process.
You take 5 microliters of your primers and you take 10 microliters of your gel extract product and mix it together, put it into tubes in a specific order and submit it online. Put it on ice and set it in the ice box outside the building for them to come pick it up, because Gene Whiz has a lab here on campus that they will do this for us, and I will have the results probably later tonight or early tomorrow morning.
Okay, phew. At this point, I'm not even sure what I've videoed today and what I've not. I think y'all mostly just saw the field work. But today has been a lot. It's almost 9 p.m. and I'm still here. Because, you know, trying to finish stuff up. And it turns out, so when you run a digestion, right, sometimes you get a band that's up here, sometimes you get a lower band, sometimes you get 2, right? Well, some of my PCRs and digestions, like last week, were a little fishy. The controls weren't working, but all the samples did. Like, they amplified, and when I ran the digestion, they were supposed to just have 1 band at the top, and they did. So I was like, great, that's probably right. But then I ran that same primer, same marker and primers, on another plate this week that was supposed to be segregating, and I didn't get that at all. And I was like, uh-oh. So yeah, it turns out when you look for an enzyme, right, you have to be extremely careful, because it might say APA1 or it might say APAL1, which is what unfortunately I was using. I needed to use APA1, which is what I thought I'd ordered and stuff, but it turns out we'd gotten APAL1. So yeah, I sent out an email to the lab, seeing if anyone else has it, and if not, I have a backup plan for tomorrow that involves another marker. Yeah, we'll see. Either way, it's kind of a stressful night, but hey, I guess that's what happens when you're trying to leave for 6 weeks and have a lot to do for a manuscript. Anyway, I hope you all had a wonderful night, and see you all tomorrow.